Now, have you people learned that output decorate, right? How to pass the data from child to parent? Can someone tell me? How to pass the data from child to parent?
By using output decorator, @output decorator.
Okay. Output decorator in combination with what you will be using?
Event emitter.
Okay. And which function in that output emitter data variable will be using to emit the data?
Emit.
Emit is the method. Okay. How this parent will access the data from the child? Child is emitting, but the parent has to receive the data, right? How the parent will receive? No idea? Now tell me, I'll create one output decorator. Okay. Tell me the syntax how to create it.
@output decorator.
At the rate output decorator. Okay.
Then output data. Output data. The child data.
Okay. What is the type of this data? What will be the type?
String.
Integers, right? I said we will be using output decorator with the combination of event emitters, right? In the
Yes.
event
Yes.
emitter, what will be the type? It might be
String.
anything. For example,
String.
string. Okay.
Event emitter.
Okay. Now what I will do, I'll just add one button here. Okay. How to attach the click event handler here?
Click.
Click.
Okay. And what we will give here?
Button click method.
Okay. Child component
Component.
button click.
Click method.
Okay. Now, if
That should be mentioned in TS file.
this function should be present in TS file, otherwise
Yes.
what
TS file.
we will get errors stating that this function is not present, correct?
Yes.
Now, what we need to emit the data, okay, using this output decorator. Okay.
Okay.
How to emit the data?
This dot that data.
Data dot which function is used?
Emit. Emit.
Event emit.
Now,
Emit.
if I give like this, what is emitted?
Nothing is
Sorry.
emitted.
Nothing is emitted.
Emit.
Now, if I give like this, what is emitted?
Anusha is emitted.
Anusha is emitted.
Okay. Now the child component is emitting some data, but the parent component has to receive this data, right? These can be done. Okay. You are seeing this output decorator, right? You need to
Yes.
access it like a click handler. Okay. You need to attach to the parent like a click handler. Okay. So you will be giving like this. Okay, so whenever there is an any change in the emission, okay, now here we need to call one method which holds the data. Okay, for example, data from child. Okay, and I was mentioning it is a method which is receiving that data, right? So there we have done one event, and that event data is emitted to the parent component. Okay, that's why we are indicating this dollar event. Okay, now whenever I declare any function, what I need to do? Whenever I declare any function in the HTML file, what should I do?
We
I
declare an TS.
TS file.
to have this TS file, correct? Now I will have this, okay, and it's receiving some value, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Now what we'll do, we'll just do console.log of value. Why I am repeatedly repeating this now? If you don't understand this, these are the basics which you will be working every day. Okay, every day you will work on these concepts. If you are not understanding, then in that project you will not be able to understand. That's the concern. Understand it better and practice once.
Okay.
Okay, now we will just learn something from this code. Okay, let us run that and show you. Now this is the child component button, right? I am clicking it. So whenever I am clicking, what happened? The child is emitting some data to the parent. Okay, and the parent has to access this data through the method, and the value is emitted. Child component emitted this data. Any doubts, anyone?
No.
Okay. Now
No.
people tell me how the data has been emitted, how the data is passed from child to parent. Now you will be able to tell, right? Just try once. Now just now I told everything, right?
By at the rate of output decorator. You will
Is
send
at
the
the rate of output decorator. Okay, for that you will be using what?
we will assign some name like a child data pair,
Okay,
and we'll call the method event emitter
okay.
with the type string.
Or any other thing. If the type
Any
boolean, then what value you can emit here?
true or false.
Yes.
True or false?
Okay, okay. Only boolean
And-
values you can emit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then,
we send it to new event emitter,
okay,
and in the HTML we will place one button
okay,
child component.html file. And we will call this method in the child component.ts file,
okay.
and we will
So,
limit the data.
this is just for reference. I told you
Just-
do in the click method. Okay. For example, whenever this ng on destroy life cycle hook is there, if you want to execute it, you can do it. Okay. So now what will happen? At starting itself, you will be able to see the data even without clicking. But the main
So-
point here is like passing data from child to parent. You can pass it any way you like, but you need to emit the data in your own methods where you want to pass it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
got this point, right, everyone?
yeah, got it.
Okay. Now let us see this component example. Okay. Now, can someone tell me what is this? Just ignore these things. Okay, ampersand, GT, LT and all. Just tell me what is this?
H1 tag,
H1 tag. Okay, then
Then
div tag,
div tag.
div tag
Div tag.
in that ng if condition.
Okay. So what this ng if condition is telling us? What is the condition here?
rng if is equals to he.
Sorry,
Condition is a hero.
hero, which means that
It will be in the child component.
no, what is the meaning of this line? If the hero value is not null or not undefined, then this div will be displaying. Am I correct?
Yeah.
What is the hero here?
Yes.
By this convention, what you can understand, what will be the type of this hero?
Name,
Name.
Hero dot
What will be the type of hero? Type.
string.
string,
Just hero I am telling, not the name. What will be the type of hero? It's an object, right? When we will
Yeah.
use dot convention, when we are
Object
trying to access any object, we will either use dot or square braces.
Yes.
Am I correct?
yes,
Okay. So what now tell me what is this line meaning?
You should check the object.
We should check whether hero object is present in the TS or there. Okay. Suppose if hero object is present, then hero name will be displayed. Otherwise, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you check here. Now tell me whether heroes is there or not. Hero is there or not in the TS file.
Yes, it is there.
At which line number?
12.
12,
12.
Okay. What is the type of hero? What is this data type?
Hero.
Hero. So what is the meaning of this thing? Hero or null?
It's a null value.
So we can tell
Type.
it might be hero or null. Okay. And what is this thing?
Value.
Object call.
Assign value.
Value. Okay. What is this heroes of zero meaning?
An object.
It's an array. Okay. where this heroes is coming from?
11 and the line of 11.
Okay. So you are seeing heroes equal to heroes, right? Where is this thing is coming from? This is creation of your variable. Okay. This is coming from somewhere else. Where is that?
/hero.
Correct.
Importing
Is the line number?
Importing amount.
Line number.
third line number.
Third line.
Third line.
Yeah, we will go to now heroes.ts file. What is it? What is this thing?
Let's go to
What is this?
Selection list.
It's a constant named heroes of what is it type?
Array type.
Array type.
Array of what?
hero.
Hero.
Hero array, which means that every hero item contains what are the three things?
Name, motion.
ID,
ID,
name,
name,
and remote.
What is this question mark?
Safe navigator.
Optional.
Optional parameter. Correct. Question mark in the template. What is the template file meaning?
HTML.html.
HTML.
HTML
Not
file.
HTML.
Question mark in the template file meaning is that safe navigation. Even question mark in the component.ts file meaning safe navigation. But in cases of coming to interfaces, what we will say it's an optional parameter. Okay.
Okay.
So optional parameter is meaning is that even if we do not give value, this line will not give us any error. Suppose if I remove this, okay. Now what error I will face?
Or not. ID 4 not.
Emotion should be present. It will say the error like that. Okay. Any doubts?
No.
Okay. Now we'll go to again to the TS file. Okay. Now what is this line meaning? So you understood what we are assigning here to the heroes?
Outside value assigning.
Heroes
So
array.
this array of heroes values we are assigning to here. We are keeping one local variable heroes and we are assigning the const heroes values here. Any doubts, anyone? How many hero objects are present in this constant heroes?
4.
4. Now, what is the meaning of this line?
First 0 value.
First hero will be assigned.
0.
First hero will be assigned. Am I correct?
Yes.
So it's present or not present?
Present.
Now what will be displayed in the screen? Now I will go to hero.ts file. Now what will be present in the TS? Now what will be present in the template?
Dotted. Nice.
Yes, Dr. Nice. Okay. Now we will go to again. So hero object is there. In that it will be present hero.name, which is Dr. Nice. Okay. And this is the H1 heading ng container. Okay. Now what is this?
Horizontal line.
What is this tab? Yeah.
HR tag for horizontal line.
Now what is this thing again?
H3 tags.
Header.
Okay. ng container and CSS. Okay. So this is used for at the rate ampersand symbol with LT is used for less than symbol, greater than symbol. Okay. If you can see less than symbol and greater than symbol. For that we are using these things. Okay. Now what is next to H3?
Headers.
What is line number 8?
P tag.
P tab, which means that it's displaying one paragraph, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, what is the next line?
Button.
Button.
What is the name of the button here?
Toggle hero.
Okay. Now, what is the event handler attached?
Click method.
Click.
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 Okay.
Click it.
Now, so what is happening whenever we click?
If hero is
Hero object.
Okay. Tell me.
if hero is true, then null will be emitted or heroes of zero will be emitted.
Correct. So what is happening here? They are taking this hero. Okay. And if the hero value is present, then assign hero to hero. Else assign null value to hero. Okay. Then if these conditions were not true, then what they are doing? They are giving just heroes of zero, which is the starting one. Okay. Now let us just click on it. Sorry. If hero is there, okay, then null value will be taken. Else this will be taken. Heroes is there or not? It's a ternary condition, right? You
Ternary
remember ternary operator?
Ternary operator.
Yeah. If hero is, so for hero, we are doing this stuff. Okay. We are checking this condition. If hero is present, then give null value. Otherwise, give heroes of zero. Now, what will be saved to hero here? Null value. Any
Null
doubt,
value.
anyone?
No.
Okay. Now, what is this thing? Everyone understood, right? Or shall I explain it again?
I am not sure. Can you explain it once? I just joined due to network issue.
Okay, so this is what? This is a ternary condition. If hero value is there, then make it null. Otherwise, give heroes of zero value. Okay, that is the meaning. That's why if you are toggling, you are getting Dr. Nice here. Suppose if you toggle once more, then its value is null. Okay, vice versa they are doing. Now, what is the next tag?
H4 tag.
H4 tag. Then next,
P tag.
P tag. Next,
Tag.
ng container.
ng container. So what does this ng container do here?
We can place multiple structural directives in it.
No. Suppose if you want to place one more div inside the structural directive, then we can use structural directive as star ng for star ng for. Then we can use the structural directive. Even normally also you can use. It is just a placeholder to display some content. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Now tell me, what does this statement meaning?
ng container tag containing star ng structural directive.
Okay. If hero is present, then what will happen?
Present, then end of some sa will be emitted.
And saw Dr. Nice, I have waved, correct?
Yeah.
And continued on
Yes.
my wave. So, see, I turned the corner and saw Dr. Nice. I waved and continued on the way. Any doubts, anyone? Okay, what is the next thing?
Paragraph.
Okay, then
Span
what is
tag.
this?
Span.
Span tag. Okay,
Span tag.
now what is this span tag? Now what it's doing? It's again checking what condition?
ng star ng if condition.
Star and
Hero.
G.
R&D condition.
Okay. Now suppose hero is present, then this content will be displayed. I turned the corner and saw Dr. Nice. I waved and continued on my way. You see, and saw Dr. Nice. I waved has some CSS applied, right? It's looking in red color. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now we will go to the CSS file and check like where they have applied.
In the bottom.
Bottom. Span.
Yeah. Take a paragraph. Inside paragraph, if you have any span, Then apply color red and font size 70%. Any doubts, anyone? If
No.
you have any P tag, inside P tag, if you have the span tag, then have its color as red. That's the meaning. Okay. Now tell me what will be the next? Line number 28, again H4 type. Then next,
NCF.
sorry, NGF. It's a div with NGF. Next. Now you are understanding, right?
No
Why
paragraph.
we are using this NG container.
Yes.
Cannot apply star NG for here. That's why we have this div again star NG container. Okay. Now tell me, what is this condition? What is this?
NG.
NG for
RNG for con.
Okay. What is the array here?
hero traits.
Hero trait.
Trait
is
of
the
hero.
array. What is the each object in the array?
First and last.
First and last.
First and last.
What is the each object in the hero of traits?
Trait.
name ID.
Trait object.
Why you people are getting confused even for star and for? What are you doing daily? This has been repeated nearly 10 to 20 times till now in the class. You are not even able to tell what is the object. If you are not interested, don't come to the class. So where should I check whether this hero traits is there or not?
Dot yes.
Yes, in TS file we'll check. Okay. Now what is
There.
this?
We are having an array.
Yeah,
We'll
we are
check that.
having an array of what values?
Honest, brave, or considerate.
What are they? What are they?
Trait value. Trait value.
Honest, brave, or considerate values.
What are they? What are they? What is the type of
Strings.
them? Strings.
Strings.
So
String.
array of strings. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Now we will go here and we'll check here. Okay. Then so let first equal to first. What they are doing here means they are assigning the first value to one variable called first. Okay. And they are creating one more variable called last and they are assigning the value last to it. Okay. Any doubts?
No.
Okay. Now you see star ng container star ng if let first, meaning whatever the value, okay, it's a first value, right? It's index. So while iterating the loop, it's the first one, right? We are entering inside. Okay. Suppose if it's not a first, basically the index will be stored here. Let me just show you. So if it's a first or not, if it's a first value or not will be stored here. Okay. Got it right? You can see true. Okay. True means the honest is the first element, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the second element here?
Brave.
What is the third element?
Considerate.
Considerate.
So when we are running the loop, So I was printing first, right? What will the value for honest?
First true value.
Brave will give you false. Considerate will give you false. We have assigned again last here, right? What is the meaning is that for honest it will be false, for brave it will be false, and for considerate it will be,
It will be true.
since it is the
Last value.
last element. Okay. Now see, okay, we have written one ng container. If it is not a first element, then append comma. That is the meaning. Okay, if it's not first, then append comma. Now tell me, whether brave is the first element, last element.
No.
Then now what will be displayed? Trait, which is the
Trait.
first one, honest. Okay. Now we are going to the second loop. Okay. Now it's not a first one, true or false?
Yes.
Yes. Then what will
Not your
happen?
first.
Comma will be appended.
Comma will be first.
Now, if it is a last element,
No.
no. Then what will be printed next?
Trait.
Right.
They will be printed. Okay. Then we are going through the third loop. Okay. Whether it's not the first element,
No, first element name. Yes.
not a first element, right? We are going through the third loop. Correct. Now what will be printed?
Comma will be printed.
Yes. And if it is a last element,
Yes.
yes, it's a last element because it contained only 3 values in the array. Then what it printed
Yes.
at last?
Trait value. Consider it will be
Considerate.
Correct. That is the meaning. Everyone understood, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll go through this. Okay. Now it's again a p tag and we contained one span. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now you tell me. What is the array of objects here? What is an array here?
Hero trait.
Hero
What is
trait.
the each element in the array?
Trait.
Trait.
What will be the first here? What they have done here?
First equal. Let first equal to true.
So they have
New
created
element.
one variable and they were assigning whether it's a first. Okay. And they have created one variable and assigned the value last.
Last is the last.
Okay. And if it's again the loop, if it's not a first element, then do blah 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 stuff. Okay. Now let us go. Wait a minute. What is this thing? Tell me this.
The div which is having in the input
Oh.
tag.
Farm tag.
Okay. Okay. So pick your favorite hero. Some text is there. Okay. And then what they have done, they have given one input
Label.
box.
Input value.
Okay. And then after that input box, what we are having? We are having one
Shows checkbox.
label, right? This
Mhm.
checkbox is for this input line. Okay. And you can see the label inside label we have input and that label name is show sad. Okay,
Show
that
sad.
show sad is displayed here. So now what happens? Okay, by what is the meaning of these things?
Whether it's checked or not.
Even.
By default, this input box will be checked whenever we are loading this. Okay, by default, it is checked. By default, it will be checked, correct? What is the variable here?
So sad, already selected.
Show sad. So if we are seeing any variable here, where we should check it?
Check it in, yes.
Yeah.
Checkbox already.
So you can see, since we have given check, whenever we have loaded this component, it's already checked by default. Okay.
Checked it.
Now what we need to do, we need to check this variable show sad. Okay. What is the default value here?
It's true.
Checked.
Okay. Now we will go here. Now you can see what is the click handler attached.
Change.
Change. That means that whenever we are changing the value. Okay. Now you see this condition, right? What is the meaning of it?
Show sad not equal to show sad.
Yeah. What is the meaning of that?
If it is not true,
What is this operator?
Equals comparison.
Assignment operator.
Assignment operator, correct? Now,
Yes.
assignment operator means this value will be saved to again to the show set. That is the meaning. Am I correct?
Yeah.
What is the default value given in the TS?
Checked it.
Check true.
True is the default value given in the TS file. Now, what we are doing, we are assigning what value? Not of true.
Not true.
Not equal.
Not of true meaning, what is the value?
false.
False.
False. Okay, now what value will be assigned to show set?
False.
False value.
False.
False value, which means that
Small letters show sad.
so what they are doing, you know, upon selection, they were changing the values. That's the meaning. Okay, whenever we are changing the value, this shows that they are assigning to once to true, again to false, again to true, again to false. That means that they are toggling the value. That's the only meaning of it. Okay. Now, what is this? I'll just wind up at 10:30 because I have my office meeting. Okay. Now, what is this tag meaning?
Select.
Selection
tag.
tag.
Select.
So, for what purpose we use selection tag? Select tag.
List sorry. Selecting
For what
list
purpose?
element.
For defining a drop down, right?
Yeah.
For defining a drop down, we use
Selection.
select tag.
Select tag.
Okay. Now, what is this meaning?
Condition checking.
Okay.
Iterate.
Now, what is this thing?
Star and
What is the array of objects here?
hero.
Zero.
What is the each object in the array?
H.
H. Now, what is this condition?
And star and G.
Star and if. Okay. What is this?
If condition is true, then print one thing.
Now, when that condition will evaluate to true?
If the show sad,
Okay.
this is our
If show sad is true, then
then
this
H
span
value
will
is
evaluate to true. Suppose if
Yeah.
show sad if evaluated to false, then
Everything's false.
no. That is the
yeah,
condition.
sad
And
part will
right, this is or. Suppose if the show sad is evaluated to false, now which condition will be checked? What is
sad condition.
well,
The value.
Or condition, it will check next condition.
it will check this next condition. Suppose if it is an end condition, now what will happen?
It will check both if it is
Evaluate
true or
If
false.
both has to true.
If
It's
it
true, then
evaluate-
only it will.
it will evaluate this condition.
will-
Suppose if it evaluates to false,
then it ends there.
It ends.
Not check because true and true only true. True and false is false. False and true is false, and false is false. That's why we won't check it. Am I correct? Now
Yes.
this
Yes.
evaluated to false. Imagine. Then what we will check here?
Next condition will be
Next
checked.
Next condition will be checked.
What is the meaning of question mark here?
Set turner.
Sorry.
Optional parameter.
Optional
Turner.
is an optional parameter here.
Safe navigation.
Turner.
Safe navigation operator. What I said? It's an operational optional parameter in case of interfaces. But if we are using it in a TS file or normal for condition checking, right? It's safe navigation. Okay. Suppose if it is used, question mark is used in case of checking the condition, which meaning is that it's an safe navigation operator. Okay. Now what we are checking here, what does this condition meaning?
We're checking the object.
Is it checking the object, this condition?
Not
What
Object
value.
value, object value.
not equal.
What is this line?
Area of object. Area of value equals to something.
Object not equal to.
There is an array. This is an array. What is this? This is
Object.
an
Element.
object.
Value.
the array.
Value of
H is the object.
Okay. Why are you people getting confused? What is the meaning of this?
object calling.
Emotional object.
In the object, check for the emotion value. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
That is the value of object. Emotion is.
The
The value
value
of that
of
H object.
emotion in the object. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll go to one file. Okay. What is the emotion value here?
Happy.
Happy.
Okay. Now, happy not equal to sad. What is the meaning?
True.
True. It means that happy string cannot be equal to sad. Am I correct? Then what will
Yes. NG value H will be printed. Oh, happy will be printed.
an option will be created to this drop down. Am I correct?
Yes.
An option will be created in this drop down. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Now, what is that option? Option which you are able to see on the screen. What is this thing?
H of name.
Happy.
H of name.
H dot
What will be the H of name here?
happy.
Name.
Doctor
Doctor
Nice.
Nice.
Then what we have next to the Dr. Nice, what value is there?
Emotion
Emotion.
value.
Emotion value.
That's why you are able to see Dr. Nice in square
happy.
braces happy.
Happy. Yes.
Any doubts, anyone?
No.
No, ma'am.
Now what is the second object? What is the second object here for?
ID2. The second object.
What is the name?
Name. Roberman. Roberman.
Superman. And what is its emotion?
Sad.
Sad.
What condition we are checking here?
Sad not equals to equal.
Sad not equal to
Equal to
sad. It's false,
sad.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you seeing this option called Ruberman in this drop down?
No.
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 Did you understand, right? You people understood now, right?
Yes.
We are not inserting that option. Okay.
Yes.
Now, suppose if it's a form and the select is enclosed. Okay. Now, can you tell me what will be the object? What will be the value for this option? Suppose if I am selecting this, what will be the value for this object? What is written here?
H object.
Yeah, H object. So the value for the option is H, which means that Dr. Nice entire object. Okay, these thing ID 1, name Dr. Nice, emotion happy. Okay, but for displaying purpose, what you will be able to see? Only Dr. Nice happy. Any doubts, anyone? If you say what's the value of this drop down meaning, the Dr. Nice entire object. But looks wise, what you are giving?
Instead of
Name.
Dr. Nice
Name
happy.
and emotion.
Everybody understood, right?
Yes.
Okay. That is how we will be iterating and we will be giving the values to an drop down. Okay. Okay. So what is this input? What is this? Okay, 1 second. Show default rights. Yeah. So what is this input box? Which is the type of this input box?
checkbox.
Checkbox.
When it will be checked?
So
It shows the default rate.
Default rates.
Whenever show default rights is true, then it will be checked. Suppose if it is false, then it will not be checked. Okay. We will just see it here. What is the value by default? Now you are seeing what is the default value.
true.
Show
That's
default
why
rate.
you are able to see it as checked. Suppose if you give it as false,
Unchecked.
by default it's unchecked. Any doubts? Now what is happening?
Change event.
On changing the input box, we are just toggling the value of this showed tribes. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that's it for today's class. We'll meet in the next class. Bye everyone. Just
Bye,
try
Anusha.
to
Bye.
come, please. Okay.